Forgive me, YouTube, for I have sinned. It's been a while since I've had the opportunity to do a video. I've been very busy this year, and now having had a little bit of summer vacation, I'm back for a couple of these, hopefully. Once again, I'm Ronald Hughes. Videos are for helping business owners and people involved in sales, mostly is what I'm involved in. I'm an innovation consultant. I was looking over a lot of my older videos and was very unhappy with what I saw recently. Maybe it was just down to presentation, and maybe it was down to the fact that I was trying to convey a message to an entity I don't really understand or get on with. But yeah, I thought I'd go back to it again, and so here I am. Hey, hi, nice to meet you. What the point of this video is to do is to try and help people who are looking for trainers and coaches. The idea behind it is that one of the sites that I work through where I guess that they give leads into my business was looking for an article, and I wrote up something on it, and so I thought I'd put together a video. Generally, the articles read very differently than the type of videos that I present, so I just wanted to sort of cover the things that you wanted to think about if you were going to go hire a coach or a trainer. And the first thing I would say to you is that training is something that you do to a dog. The first point to know when it comes to looking at training is training has a lot of different definitions to a lot of different people. And if you're looking to hire a trainer or a consultant, somebody to help you, and make sure you understand exactly what it is that they do. There are different types of delivery systems for knowledge, skills, and attitude that relate to where you would be able to gain. Whether you're looking at a company or whether you're looking at it as an individual. Coaching, is often mistaken for training, and people don't know what the definitions are. They don't understand clearly what they are, and they differ from delivery agent to other delivery agent. The whole thing about being in this business is that it isn't very standardized. It isn't very easy to comprehend what's going on if you're not clued into it. Okay, so look, be careful when it comes to buying training or coaching. Just make sure that you understand first what it is that you're buying into. Second thing is that what you buy, is less important than who you buy. Make sure that the person that you are going to use is somebody that you get along with, that somebody that you're going to see eye to eye with. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I live in a country that has very different social demands than the one that I grew up in, and so I have a lot of idiosyncrasies and things that may or may not get on well with the clientele that I work with. So be careful about how you buy into and who you buy into. Sometimes you'll miss out on the greatest pieces of understanding, the greatest pieces of knowledge by choosing somebody who's more like you. But that doesn't really hurt you in the end, because the fact that you'll pick up a lot more from a person who you get on with. So be careful about that. Be careful also about the fact that some people sell training and coaching, the lines get confused. Be careful about how you pick up what's going on. If somebody starts doing something that isn't training, that isn't regarded as training, as part of a coaching session or a training session, they don't work out together. Look, there's a lot of material written about training and coaching. I would suggest doing some little research into it. Be careful about buying into fads or concepts. A lot of people went through something called NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming Training, which I thought was crap from the very beginning. And sorry to those people who are NLP practitioners, but I didn't buy it. It didn't sync with me. It didn't sound right, and it didn't feel right. And nowadays a lot of people are still talking about the stuff that was there. Be careful about what you buy into. Knowledge, skills, attitude, change is what innovating and innovational opportunities that relate to training and development are all different for different needs. Be very careful about what you're buying, but buy into something when it comes to training and development, because the easiest way to increase your profitability is to increase your output as an individual. If you are working in an industry where it's about connecting, a lot of things are about producing more product or service. If you look at how the processes work, if you work with somebody who's process-oriented in the learning development side, what you're going to get is you're going to get increases in your effectiveness and your efficiencies. Those things, they deliver a lot to an organization. The easiest way to increase profitability to an organization is to start to look at what you get from the people that work there. If you start to look at what you get from the people that work there, you start to actually gain great areas of improvement. Funny thing I find is that I belong to the area of work that is often called call center or contact center, which means dealing with the customer at a long distance. I used to call it telebusiness, tele meaning distance. And so the idea is that when you start to work with somebody at a distance, you have issues around communication that come into the relationship. People don't get to see your face, so they don't seem to associate well with you or don't build rapport quickly enough with you. Well, funny thing is that as companies have moved more and more offshore, they've failed and faltered. They failed to actually acquire the knowledge about what was happening at each one of the stages as they move further and further away from their home base. You get off the Philippines and you're in India, Pakistan, and South Africa. You can hire 10 people to do the job of one, but it's communication. It's not about how many people it takes to punch an IBM punch card. It's not about putting together a component. It's about putting together a lot of different parts and thoughts to get there. The same thing happens in training and coaching. You can hire in the right people to improve you and help you, or you can hire in the wrong ones. Look, my suggestion is you see 3 or 4 of us. No matter who we are. I don't care whether they are the Raja Dabag. If they're the cool person at the time. But look at somebody who is right for you and go from there. Take a look at what's delivered by them, and go out and see them in delivery. That's an important thing when it comes to coaching and training as well. My industry has become fraught with a bunch of people who call themselves trainers and coaches, whereas there are no industry standards as to what a sales trainer delivers, and there are lots of little problems around sales training, especially because there are different levels of understanding around what is the knowledge that is required for a salesperson versus somebody who works in marketing, and what is marketing and what is sales, and oh dear God, it becomes fraught with trouble. Think about it. Try and get your head around it first. Small businesses need to understand how to make a sale. Large businesses need to work on the processes that are around those sales. They need trainers and coaches to implement those thinking processes with their employees. Training is about giving somebody the understanding, the knowledge, skills, attitude to develop themselves to become a highly effective individual. Coaching is about reinforcing that learning, and the other side is about de-risking about getting rid of the stuff that people do that are bad habits. Coaching is about deleting those bad habits. And generally it's about also working on people's self-esteem about how well they do things. You need to look at all the pieces together when it comes to delivering a program out to a company, to the employees within that company. Does it fit within the culture? There's a lot to it. Don't take the idea of training lightly. don't implement